In this episode I'll show you how to install new panels that we finished in the shop and make some outdated cabinets look brand new again. Hopefully this will save you a bunch of time and effort and you'll get your project done fast and easy. And here's a quick preview of this episode. Step number 1, which is already done, we needed to measure everything and pre-cut, which is obviously done off-site. Now we're gonna go ahead and make sure that everything fits, and then we're gonna go ahead and install our panels. After that, we're gonna cover the seams with tiny pieces of trim that we got pre-finished as well, and install our baseboard piece. Take some pictures, have some fun, clean up, and we're done. By the way, here's the before picture of this lovely kitchen that we're remodeling, and this is what we're dealing with this time. We're installing panels on this island here. Alright, let's go ahead and make sure that everything fits. We do have a little bit of room to play with because we cut the panels a tiny bit smaller, and that's exactly what we need. We don't need any gap on top. That should be nice and tight, but we do need a tiny bit of a gap on the bottom and in between the panels. Okay, this baseboard here wasn't quite straight, so we did need to trim it out a bit, and this is where this multi-tool comes in really handy. Now it's going to go right against the outside corner bit. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some no nails adhesive all around the perimeter and a tiny bit in the center. So I'm making this nice heavy dots all around the perimeter. That's exactly what we need, and that's gonna do it. And I'm gonna go ahead and install this first panel. The edge on the left will be exposed, so we got that edge pre-finished, and it's going to fit nice and tight right against that outside corner bit right there. Then we do have a little bit of a room to play with. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up and put the shim underneath the panel. Nice and tight all around, ready to be nailed. Let's shoot this one with our 21 gauge brad nailer. Alright, the second panel goes on absolutely the same way. By the way, we don't need too much of adhesive just because there is no need, and there's going to be a bunch of nails all around the panel, so that's more than enough. Absolutely the same way. And by the way, the reason why we have all of these panels tiny bit smaller than the actual size is because obviously this is not a straight piece. Otherwise we would have cut it all you know, as a one long continuous piece, which is obviously not possible to do. That's why we're going with 3 different panels. And I'm gonna go ahead and shim it up until it's all nailed. This is my favorite nailer, by the way, 21 gauge nailer from Cadix. Alright, this part is almost done. We have one more panel to do, and it's going pretty smooth so far. We have a tiny bit of a space in between the panels, about 1/4 inch or so. Really nice and tight on the right side, really nice at the top. Alright, this part is pretty much done. Okay, it's time to cover our seams with the pieces of edge bend that we have finished. I put some frog tape on both sides and the face of the edge bend, just so no glue gets on the finished surface. And I'm gonna go ahead and use the sienna acrylate adhesive, aka CA glue. I'm gonna put 2 tiny beads of the gel on the edge bend. Alright, if you're wondering, why do I use the CA glue in this case? There are many different alternatives, there are many different adhesives, and they work great. It's just my personal preference. It works really fast, it cures immediately, and I'm a big fan of the CA glue. All we need here is just 2 tiny beads on both sides, and then I'm gonna spray the panel so this gel gets activated almost instantly once I put it on. 10 seconds after the glue is cured, I remove the frog tape and everything is nice and clean. And by the way, let me know what kind of project are you up to? Let me know in the comments down below. And hit me up on Instagram if you're there as well. Would love to connect with you there. Before I installed my baseboards, I was supposed to cut this 2 pieces of edge bend with a knife, which was super easy to do. And now we're ready to go ahead and install our baseboards. I'm really happy how everything turned out on this job. Really like the design idea. And I do have to say a few words about the finish that we used. It's a 2-component polyurethane from Italy. The brand is Milesi. Really happy with the look. And another advantage of it is this is the 3rd day after we finished everything. The product is waterborne, super durable, chemical resistant, and no off-gassing. So this is it. Everything is installed, everything is good to go, and no smell, no odor, nothing. Really happy with it. If you guys have any questions regarding this particular project, feel free to leave a comment. I'd be happy to answer any of the questions that you might have. Now, if you're into cabinets and everything related to it, check out the full refinishing process that we filmed not long ago. Hopefully this will help you somehow, some way. But anyways, with that being said, you guys, thanks so much for watching, and as always, we'll see you on the next video.